Hey everyone, welcome to this video. I'm sorry I haven't been uploading recently. I haven't been uploading at all, really. I'm sorry I've been putting it off, really. But anyway, that's besides, well, actually, it's the main point of the channel. But anyway, unfortunately, as you can see, my account deleted itself, so I guess we're going to have to work back up to where I was. Which, fortunately enough, isn't too hard, and I've already played a bit of it, and I keep getting put with bot matches recently, so I think it does that up until, like, tier 4, I think, from what I've read, or it's either bots or people who are really bad at this game. Either that or I'm really good at this game, but that's beside the point. But anyway, I'd like to say I'm sorry for not uploading recently, and yeah. So let's get into the actual gameplay itself. So, the tank I'm playing in question, I believe it's the Cruiser. It's either the Cruiser 3 or 4. I think it's the 4. But I might be wrong there. But anyway. So this Cruiser 4 has a gun that has 2 shells in it before it needs to fire. And you can fire 1 shell off and then the second consecutively. But one of the big drawbacks is it has a longer reload than most other tanks at that rank or level. I'm sorry, I've been playing too much War Thunder. I'm getting the 2 games mixed up. War Thunder makes me depressed. But anyway, as you can see here, you really want to, with this gun, you really want to use it to your advantage by putting in short little bursts of damage to help your teammates. And you may think at the time, well, this isn't helping anyone, I'm not getting any kills. When you really think about it, you're still gaining XP. Kills give actually less XP than if you, okay, well that's not true, but kills, overall, they don't give as much XP if you if you damaged the entire enemy team. So if you damaged the entire enemy team for 100 hit points, you'd have more XP than if you just killed them all. Sure, you'd get an Ace Tanker's badge and good job on you, but that's beside the point. If you can really play as a team player in this game, you will win battles, and your victory rate will go up, or win rate will go up. And that's really good. Now, as you can see here, I did fairly good on that round. Not very many kills, but that's beside the point. Again, I'm sorry, I'm using that term way too much, aren't I? I should probably think of something else. I'll write that down. As you can see here, again, same sort of strategy, although on this map I do prefer to hang back and let my teammates distract the enemy team, and then I can just take pot shots from there. Now, obviously that might not be constructive in a very direct way, but you are nonetheless helping your team, because if you keep constantly berating these enemies, they're going to look back and potentially your teammate might be able to get a shot in, or if you keep weakening them, your teammates will be able to kill them easier. Of course, that doesn't really matter if your entire team are potatoes hooked up to an iPad. But beside that, it's not that difficult to understand, really. This tier and this style of gameplay, this tier, it's much different than up tiers. Tiers? I've been playing too much War Thunder, please help me. But, what is it? At this tier, it must be tiers, but at this tier, everything is all the tanks are either really fragile, like they're essentially a cardboard box with the gun on it, or the gun does no damage. For example, the early American tech tree. The American tech tree, all the way from the beginning were usually very tanky, but with not very good guns, but usually very good mobility. Whereas, say, the German tech tree is a bit more of an all-rounder, a bit heavier, a bit more firepower in some tanks, but still very powerful. And then the USSR, pretty much always big guns, heavy armor, no movement speed. Or on the light tanks, which is no gun, no armor, maximum movement speed. Which the USSR is a much more difficult nation to play because it's usually all or nothing. There is some in-between vehicles, but they're incredibly rare. And then as you further go down the sectories, like even the British, early game, they're usually very, well, even up to top tier sometimes, the British guns are usually mediocre damage, fast firing, and mainly just, it's hard to describe Britain because it's more of a, okay, so the better analogy is, say, the entire point of Britain, their entire tech tree is support tanks. They're not really supposed to be brawling up front, say as the Soviet heavies or such, or to be flanking around the sides such as the American tanks. They're more of a stay in the back line and try not to get killed and help your team in other ways, and say like blowing off tracks or disabling components and such. But I'm sorry, I don't script these videos. I don't have the patience to write anything for more than 5 minutes. But I did write a script for a video once. Then I immediately forgot the script and stopped even bothering with the script, which, you know, classic stuff. But anyway, let's talk about the tank that I'm playing now. So this Cruiser 4, it has a faster time in between shots, but a similar reload. So it's overall a better gun and usually rolls a little bit higher. Just an itty bit higher on the RNG scale, usually getting around 100 damage or 97 damage or such. But also has higher penetration, which is great at this tier because you usually have like tier 4s coming in sometimes, and like the American M7, it's all curved and sloped armor, and it's all horrible, and you can never tell if you're going to get a shot off or not. But with this British high penetration gun, even the D2s here you can penetrate them very easily. And later on in tank destroyers and such, that doesn't really matter because top tier British tank destroyers I've found usually aren't really going for penetration. You really have to aim for weak spots or blow off tracks and go around the side, and it's all really complicated stuff where in top tier every single tank has a niche that it fits into. Like say the IS-7, those Soviet heavies. In the front, it's incredibly strong, but around the sides and back, it's really not. And anything of the German tank destroyers against the Soviet heavy, say, example, the IS-7 will immediately blow up the ammo rack. And in this game, an ammo rack, unless for some weird reason, it essentially kills you unless you have an event vehicle that's in a special mode that gives you infinite health or whatever. And that's really what happens at top tier, whereas like bottom tier is really more jack of all trades vehicles. They're not really, they're good at all but masters of none. But that's okay. So all those different tech trees, they all really start to mold into their certain like niches and such, and it's I'm sorry, I'm rambling. I'm constantly thinking about how my account got deleted. This annoys me. This annoys me severely. Although I really don't like the tutorials that they have now, because it really just does force your hand at everything, and it's just a pain in the ass, and it's horrible. Like, they really do treat you like an idiot, and I hate it. But I think that's where appropriate to leave the video off here, so thank you for watching, and I hope this gets 2 views at minimum, hopefully. But anyway, I'll save this battle for the next video, and thank you. Have a nice night, or day, or morning, or whatever.